Sort of.
As always, it's gone cloudy, but
yeah, so it's sort of a sunset.
We're live whilst we're on holiday. But actually, it's kind of a two-in-one because we might be on holiday, but also I said to Gabby, you know what, this trip, we should kind of vlog it as well. And Gabby was like, all right, as she always does.
Well, it was meant to be just a family holiday, wasn't it? And we were like, why not? Let's do it.
Hopefully you can hear us. Anyway, the setting is Menorca. The sun has not yet set, but there's a little bit of cloud in the air. It is very warm, and we'll probably get bitten by mosquitoes because they are literally everywhere at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah.
Gabby's got a sangria as well.
And you've got your sangria. We've been bitten so many times. Tim, show me your bites.
That's a really rude thing to say.
It is, but so.
Well, no, you can't really see them. They're on my arm though, but they are quite bad. But I've never been bitten so much. But we're going to talk about some videos that are coming up on the channel.
I'm going to get a bit closer because I can't see people's comments.
Yeah, we're doing our monthly Q&A, but
I still can't
we're
see
doing it.
Now you pushed up further away, darling. Turn it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So we're doing our monthly Q&A, but we're doing it from the balcony. It's a little bit. It's a shame we're not a little bit higher and we've got a sea view really, but we're on the ground floor, which is a little bit of a gutting thing, especially when you're doing a live. But can we say hello to the channel moderators that are in the chat this evening? Foxy B, Belvedere, thank you very much, Andy Mulaney, and also our channel members that are in the chat as well. Excuse me, I have had one glass of that already. Gabby is on it.
Have you? Are you a glass ahead of me?
No, I'm joking.
Yes, you have.
I haven't.
Let me feel the weight of that, and I'll soon know.
By the way, this is not sponsored by
Sangria Don Simon.
Do you know what? That is the cheapest sangria that you can buy in Spain. In any shop, right? This costs €2 something. And let's face it, all it is mulled wine, really.
Yeah,
but
cold.
Although there's less spices like cinnamon.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I don't know. Either way, cheers.
Yeah, so wherever you are, come and tell us in the chat. Give the video a thumbs up if you're watching it on replay. It'll be up for 24 hours, but come and say hello. Tell us where you are, what you're doing. And yeah, if you've got any questions, like I say, we do this once a month if we can. We'll go through some of the chat. Can we say hello to Exploring with Wheels channel member? Good evening, Christopher Joff. Out and About with David. Hello to Craig. Leslie Matthews. Hello to Mark Wells, channel member. Joey B is here as well in the chat. Hello to Barry. Barry's in the chat as well. Sean, hello to Andy. Hello to Christopher. Hello to Tay. Caroline is all the way from Ipswich. We've got Are you really hot up here already?
All the way to Ipswich?
Yeah. Have I got a sweat on or what?
Were you nervous?
Nervous?
Is that why you're sweating?
No, it's just really hot. It's like 28 degrees still at this time of night. It's 7:30. We're an hour ahead of the UK.
It has been really hot today.
Fun things to do with Tech Sparky has been a channel member for a month. Thank you very much for that.
Wow,
I appreciate
amazing.
that. Good stuff you do. Keep up the good work.
Victoria, thank you so much for your super chat. We love your videos. All the best. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Thomas,
hey Tim. Hope you're doing all right. Hi Tim and Gabby. Hello from Jade and Aaron from Leeds. That's JJ. Hi guys. Hope you're all right. Funky82 has been a member for 1 month. Hello
well
Tim
done.
and Gabby.
How was the first month? Did you enjoy it?
Sorry to hear that sad news. Craig has been a member for 5 months. It's boiling. It's probably boiling in the UK as well, I know, at the minute, especially if you're in London.
But the good thing is, when it's boiling abroad, you can just jump in a pool or jump in the sea. In the UK, when you're at home, there's not always access to a pool. In fact, there isn't really access to a pool.
Depending on where you live.
There's not access to the sea.
No. We're going to talk about some videos that are coming up because we need to address one video that's going to be coming up in probably in a week or so's time. Now, we're not going to tell you too much, but I was saying to you a couple of weeks ago that I was going to do a sun holiday. We have done a sun holiday.
Sort of.
Did we pay £9.50 for a sun holiday? Well, you'll find out. Was it a nice experience? That's only water at the bottom, it's condensation. I would say 40% a great experience, 60% not. And actually, the aftermath has been a lot worse. So yeah, I don't want to say too much, but you definitely want to watch the video of the sun holiday that we've got coming up.
It's a good vlog.
I don't want to say too much, but I do want to talk about it at the same time because I feel like I need to. But you just have to wait for that because that will be coming up very soon. A sun holiday that we didn't pay £9.50. I'll tell you how much we paid on the video. James Robinson, thanks very much for gifting the channel membership. Craig E is in the chat as well. Remember the early days of lives, and Gabby would let off a party popper in Tim's ear every time we got a super chat. That's actually quite a good idea.
Yeah, well, we probably would continue that, but we can't get hold of any pipe poppers out.
The Shaman69, welcome to channel membership. By the way, just very briefly as well, if you don't know what we're on about, when we do lives, okay, and actually when people comment on the channels, there's this whole thing called channel members, right? Now, obviously on YouTube, subscribing is free. It doesn't cost you anything, okay? You just subscribe to see the videos that are coming up. Channel membership is basically when we do lives and you see people in the chat, and they've got little badges, how long they've been channel members. It's a great way to support the channel. I explain it in a video, and it's pinned at the top of the chat. All right, so if you can watch us on a TV, I'm not sure, but if you check the comments, go on a laptop or a phone, and there's a little video. I explain it all, but for the price of a cup of coffee, I would love and appreciate your support. So thanks very much. What's a good budget hotel to stay in for the first time in central London? Love from Italy. I would say obviously a Travelodge, Premier Inn. Well, there's so many really, but I think our favourites have got to be. If you're on a big budget, you know, Premier Inn.
Big budget. Sorry,
a small budget, Premier Inn or a Travelodge. But the tip is to book in advance. If you book in advance, you get them really cheap. For example, this holiday contradicts that because we did a late deal, which we never do. I never done a late deal. In ages,
we literally booked
they don't work
5 days prior to coming out.
5 days prior. I didn't hire a car this time, which I'm absolutely gutted about because I feel like I need to get
trapped?
out. I do. I feel like I need to get out. By the way,
I don't. I love it.
If we get to 1,500 likes, Gabby is going to jump in the pool at the end of the live.
I wish you'd have warned me. I'd just like put makeup on, I've done my hair and everything.
There's no pressure. Or I'll do it.
No,
then.
Tim will do it.
I'll do it then.
Yes.
And I don't know whether you can go swimming in the pool at night.
I'll jump in the pool after my coffee morning tomorrow. No problem.
If we get to 10,000 likes, Gabby, I've only had one. Gabby will do it naked. No, sure. Or will you? For 5,000 likes. There's no comment here.
I would if it was dark and the camera wasn't on me.
Yeah. Okay, James, thanks very much for gifting that membership. I'm trying to see who got it actually. When is it dropping, Mark? That video will be dropping in about a couple of weeks of some holiday. Best couple on YouTube, both looking lush tonight. I've never been called lush. Mark, thanks very much.
Thanks, Mark.
Sharon, hi, Tim and Gabby and Casper. Big shout out as well to F. Platts or Plates. Is that right? Plates. Hello. Ever thought of visiting Jersey Channel Islands? Lovely videos. Brett and Holly. Yes, I am actually planning to do that.
Is F plates like L plates, but swear words? What's the meaning behind the name?
What, you can
Let
buy
us
them?
know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Hi, Tim and Gabby from Sunderland. Hi, Jonathan. Oh my God, a very good friend of mine is in the chat, and I did say to her to come on at 8:30, but she's here early anyway. It's Taba. She joined channel membership. She's Walking Me a Beginner. Now, I did a video about Peterborough with my good friend Taba. I've known Taba for a long while, and we used to do like cable TV together. Probably about 20. Oh my God, I feel old now. About 25 years ago, 30 years ago.
Wow.
No, hang on.
Now you're showing your age.
Yeah. Well, when I was about 18, I met this woman. Anyway, she's starting a YouTube channel.
Taba,
and she would love...
he just called you a woman. Wait.
Rather than what?
It's just a really nice thing to say, isn't it? Calling someone a woman. It's like calling someone a lady.
Well, actually, you can't in this day and age unless they're members. So if we can get one person to get it to 100,
you can do it.
No, I said to Taba, come on the live chat, come and say hello, and I'll give her YouTube channel a push. So maybe one of the mods will be very kind to put Taba's channel in the chat. Neil G, thanks very much for joining channel membership. I appreciate that. James Robertson as well. Thanks for gifting it. Matthew, love your channel, guys. Can I ask a story for the rudest person you've encountered in hospitality? Keep up the good work. Well, the rudest person most definitely was at Center Parks when we was there with Casper and we were out to dinner. And what?
I was just thinking, I'm not sure if that's the rudest person.
Really? You know someone ruder?
Well, I could think of quite a few, but off the top of my head, because that was the most recent, it's easy to say, but we do come across quite a few rude people.
We do. Is it just our faces? Do our faces say be rude to us?
Nah, because I just think that people...
Okay, well, give us an example then of the rudest person you've come across doing these videos, travelling. Because I thought it was that woman from Center Parks.
Doing the actual video or just in general hospitality?
No. Just do the ones for the videos.
I don't know on the spare at the moment. Let me think.
Well, anyway, the woman at Center Parks was eating in a restaurant, and basically
you were eating in a restaurant.
We were eating in a restaurant rather than just sitting there.
I thought you said you were eating a restaurant. What an appetite!
Well, anyway, this woman had a little bit of a moan because Casper was in his pushchair. Now he wasn't actually in the way of a walkway; he was kind of just off to the side. But what did she say?
I can't remember anymore. We did actually vlog it, and we did say in the vlog, in the Center Parks vlog, she was just really rude about the fact that because obviously the waitresses walk down that aisle to get to people, but obviously when you've got a baby, the baby needs to sort of go on the end of the table because the pram sort of goes there because there's not enough room with other chairs and stuff like that. And it didn't matter either way. We may have been in the wrong, but you don't need to speak to a customer like that. Yeah. Really. And she was quite rude.
MTY.
She might not even work there anymore.
Has asked a question, Tim.
Not
how
after we put that vlog out.
How do you always manage to be on holiday? Well, 9 times out of 10, or 9.5 times out of 10,
you're not on holiday.
I'm not on holiday. I'm just filming a video for YouTube. And how did I get to do that? Well, obviously, if you've been watching my videos for a while, I've been doing YouTube now for 2 years. I got monetized on YouTube 6 months into my YouTube journey. And obviously, most of the money, if not, well, not all of the money, because obviously I need some money to live, but most of the money goes on trips and it gets very expensive. So that's how I afford it, and I'm not always on holiday. It is quite funny actually, because when I post anything up on my social media, which you can follow, the link's in the description, people always say, oh, have a good time. Oh, are you on holiday? Have a good time. And I'm like,
yeah.
And then I feel bad saying, I'm not actually here on holiday, I'm here to film a video. And then I get questions going, I don't understand.
Because Tim comes home and he says...
A travel YouTuber, I don't get it.
He comes home and he says to me that going to these places makes him want to have a holiday, because when he's there he doesn't stop.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
And
that sounds weird and
he's
spoiled.
he's seeing the place through a lens, so he's not physically experiencing it the way you think he is. And yeah, you say it puts you in the mood for a holiday, don't you? Really, because you're not. Yeah. And bear in mind as well.
Thank you, Craig. That's very kind of you, gifted a membership. Yeah, sorry, Gabby.
That's all right. And doing what you do, you're sweating all the time. So
like I am sweating
think,
now.
Oh, it must be amazing to work abroad. It's really not, because you're just running from here, there, and everywhere, sweating.
Can we just point out for those people that say, "Am I sponsored by Hollister?" No, I'm not.
Is it true?
But
about
I
the
do
rumours,
have
though?
I do have a new Hollister. What is?
The rumours.
What rumours?
About you going on the British Bake Off.
I do have a brand new Hollister t-shirt on, which I actually really do like, but Casper decided to throw up on it last night.
And Casper's never sick.
No, he's not.
He's never sick.
What are the odds? I buy this new top from Hollister, I wear it on holiday, and Casper throws up, which he had spaghetti bolognese afterwards. So, well, that was his throw-up, his spaghetti bolognese, and that stains on white.
Sorry if any of you were eating while watching this.
I'm sorry for that. Barry, thank you very much for your super chat. Really appreciate that. Barry says for drinks.
Thank you, Barry.
I don't think Gabby needs any more drinks. Joey
That's
B
all I've had.
has been a member for 18 months. Looking
Barry,
forward
that
to the
is
skinny
all I've
dip.
had. I promise. It's like that much, and it's sangria.
Can we say hello to Kev, Jeff Cott, sorry. Welcome to Walk Me a Beginner. I appreciate that, Jeff. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you for joining.
Is the California Tavern good for a Sunday roast? We would have said yes, but Gabby's had some issues there when she's sung, so we'd say no. Look, I love this. Hi T&G, looking good tonight. What is the furthest hotel from the UK that you've visited and reviewed?
It's got to be Dubai, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be Dubai. Well, there's many hotels in Dubai, and now I keep saying
because Dubai's further than Egypt.
What actually I really love, and I love giving people.
But we might go further, mightn't we?
We may do.
We had a drink last night, and we were like, we're going to take this further. And then wake up this morning, we're like, don't know actually.
like whenever you have a drink, you always. By the way, I look like I'm sweating. When you have a drink, you always like you have some crazy ideas. And it's like, do you remember once when we had a drink and we was like, let's get one of those hot tubs and put it in the garden. Now, bearing in mind, we live...
in the front garden.
We don't have a back garden. We only have a front garden. And it's right on the road. And
there's no space in it either.
I almost
It would be like putting a hot tub on a very narrow balcony. And we were like, that'd be all right. We didn't care.
No, we were more worried about what people would think. Because people don't put hot tubs in their front garden, do they? But because we don't have a back garden, the front garden is all we've got.
But believe me, the hot tub would have been bigger than the garden. Yeah. And then the next day, Tim was like, we're still getting a hot tub. I was like, I don't think we should really.
Remember, we need to get to 1,500 thumbs up, and I won't get naked. You don't want to see that. But I will jump in the pool, and it will be dark, and the lights will be on. If we get to 10,000, which we won't, but if we got to 10,000, Gabby said she would do it naked.
I never did say that. You said that. Oh, go on then. I'll jump in the pool too if we get... how many did you say?
10,000. That would never happen. So you're
said
safe.
Hang on. No, you said you would jump in if you had how many?
1,500.
Well, if we get 1,600, I will jump in too.
But you've done your hair.
I don't care. I've had half a glass of sangria. I'm alright.
She so will regret that. You will so regret that.
But can I change into my swimming shorts? Because I've just bought this skirt from New Look.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If we say, well, let's just change into our swimming shorts and do it, mind you, I don't want to ruin this Hollister t-shirt. It costs quite a lot of money.
Okay, no, I'll tell you what. We'll change. But if we get 17...
No.
Yeah, then we will ruin our clothes and jump in.
Yeah, but you do know that I'm going on somewhere else when we get back home. I can't wash anything.
It on that little balcony bit.
But you have chlorine in it. Or is that salt water? I think it's...
No, that ain't salt water because there's no itching.
Jenny said sangria decisions. Love that.
Holly will be like, what's going on?
Yes, she will. Do you prefer trains or planes? I'm going to say planes. Gabby will probably say trains.
Neither.
Have another sangria. Thank you very much, Preki. I never know how to pronounce that. 86. Tim, for your amazing videos. Always love to see you too, Gabby. Preki. Jay Smith. No, I can't say I do, but thanks for that. The mods on that. See, the mods can't remove a super chat, or can they? I don't think they can. What has been your...
thanks for this. Thanks for the super chat, though, Jay.
What has been your favourite video? Mine was the Big Dipper tour in Yarmouth. Do you know what? My favourite video...
That was your favourite?
No,
that's what they said. No,
that's what Gary said. But it was removed because he wrote it in capitals. That's shouting. Don't shout. To be fair, I love doing the videos when I go and show you somewhere that I have been and I love. Like, alright, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but, you know, Sharm el-Sheikh, Dubai, Greece. Fingers crossed I'm off to Zante on Monday. So basically we fly back Monday, and the plan is then I stay at Stansted and then get on another plane. I know, it was really bad timing because we booked this late.
Alone.
And then
with Casper and Holly.
And then obviously I go out for a few days just to Zante and then come back. Now, at the moment, I don't know whether that's going to happen just because I've got a blocked ear, and if this turns into an ear infection, I'm going to lose the whole trip. I've spent money on it and everything, so I don't know. But that's the plan. But yeah, I do love doing those videos.
Don't think negatively. Think to yourself, tomorrow I'm going to wake up, watch Gabby's coffee morning, and the ear infection is going to be gone.
Carol Summers, thanks very much for your super chat. We are a little bit behind, so I do apologise. James Robinson,
Thank
buy
you,
yourself a
James.
drink. Cheers. Craig, I don't know if that's a typo, but thank you very much. That is extremely grateful. Just to say,
Craig.
thank you for helping me through difficult times in my life. Love you guys.
Oh,
Wow.
Craig.
Do you know what? I just, I get. Yes, there is
That's sweet.
there is some trolls obviously on YouTube, but I do get some really nice messages from people. And Craig, that actually means a lot. It really does.
Yeah, that's lovely. Craig, also, I
Craig's a
do
great
hope
supporter of the channel,
that
actually.
your boyfriend did have a really nice birthday as well.
When was his birthday?
When we did the last live, he said that he was taking him out for some food.
Where did you go,
I'm sure
Craig?
you said that, didn't you, Craig?
Can you please make sure every place you state how much you spend, says DJ.
Well,
No.
there was a one time you didn't, but only because you wanted to spice it up a little bit.
Yes. Now, the thing is that sometimes there's two sides of the coin, because I get messages from people saying, you said it cost this much, I just tried to book it and it cost this much.
Yeah, that.
So it's difficult for me to get a balance. So I will now tell you how much I spent, but also I will tell you when I booked it and how. Because a lot of people send me messages. I must get about, I know it's not that much, but I get about 20 messages a day from people asking me about travel advice, which actually I love, because I love imparting my wisdom. And I've just learnt it myself, whether it's, staying at the airport, getting car hire. I get lots of questions about car hire.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see lots of my travel days and I talk about car hire. But they always ask me about the specific websites that I go on to. And a lot of the time, now, I used to always book a holiday with you on the beach, didn't we? Because I used to
Yeah.
find that was the cheapest. Since then...
Well, not if we went long haul though.
Well, no, that was only for European, Spanish holidays. But I found that actually hotels.com or Trivago, I find hotels.com actually the cheapest. I haven't tried booking.com yet, maybe I should. But hotels.com, it doesn't just look for hotels that are like, big complexes. It looks for like almost smaller independent like companies as well. So I stayed in one really cheap in Fuerteventura, and this was like a private kind of premises that wasn't necessarily like a holiday let. But what was great about it is that they did it really cheap, and I got to Fuerteventura, and if it wasn't for that particular website, I wouldn't have done it for that price. So that was really good. But yeah, I always recommend, for me personally, and they're not endorsed or anything, but I always go on Skyscanner for cheapest flights. Mm-hmm. And then, now the thing is some people say go on to Google Flights, but I find there's not actually really much difference. Sometimes there is, but if you're looking for flights, book it if you see a good deal. Don't keep waiting on it, because
the algorithm will
it does
know
sense,
you're looking.
and the price does go up.
Mm-hmm.
The best way then to do it is to come off that device, go onto another device, sign out of all your accounts, and then do it. I've done it, and I found it cheaper.
But then, to be honest
I did
with
that
you,
for Dubai.
it also knows if multiple people are looking as well, and it will tend to shoot up a little bit as well. So if it becomes quite in demand that particular day, that particular type of break or something like that, then again it will go up. I mean, I only speak from experience because I worked in holiday sales, so I know a little bit from the holiday parks and stuff. But
by the way, it would be a shame to get your hair wet because it looks so nice tonight.
do you know what? It was really
You
nice
look really-
to sleep.
you look
like
really,
humidity. I
This
dyed
is the first
it,
time I've
know.
seen you on the camera. You look really good. Wow,
a lot
I'm a
darker
lucky
now.
man.
Do you know I did
I've only
dye?
had one of those.
You've
I've
only
only had one of those. And I'm saying you're a lucky man.
You should say that without having a drink at all.
Laura Wilson, thank you so much for joining Walk With Me Advanced. I appreciate that,
Yay.
Laura. Thanks very much. We'll get to some more questions. Thanks, Luke, for your first super chat. I appreciate the support. And Jonathan, again, thank you very much, Jonathan. Now, I love it when people gift memberships. It's very kind, actually.
Yeah, that's really nice.
James has done that.
I like
James
that.
Robinson, so thanks very much, James.
Very
Finn
supportive.
Wood.
They're not cheap, you know.
Would you ever go somewhere like the US or Japan? Finn, yes, US is booked, and that's in September. Well, it's the US. Well, it is the US, but it's Las Vegas. It's not someone out in the sticks. We'll talk about some of the videos that are coming up. We'll talk about...
Are you going to go to Lake Las Vegas?
Mosquito.
There's a lot of mozzies out here.
There is a problem. The Sun Holidays has caused a massive issue with me, and I will explain that in the video. This has caused me anxiety like you would not believe, and I'm not joking. But again, I don't want to talk about it too much.
No, because I got this
What's
feeling.
the Sun Holiday video?
You are gonna reveal if you say too much, because you've already had 3/4 of a sangria. Or so we think. You've had 3/4 of a sangria. I think you've had a glass and 3/4 personally, and you're telling fibs.
You're probably right. Brian says, Tim, once again, when are you going to try Lily's Fish and Chip Shop in Blackpool? I've never heard of Lily's Fish and Chip Shop.
I've never heard of Lily's either. Where's that?
Again,
I know it's Blackpool, but where in Blackpool?
Today, Yorkshire Fisheries are the best fish and chips in Blackpool. My opinion, of course. It's just my opinion. Gabby still has not tried it.
Because we never really get an opportunity, because they're always closed like evening time when we want to go, aren't they?
Yeah. Are you just burping? Can we sell it to
I
Bev?
could have burped really loud in your ear, but I was trying to be polite
I wouldn't
about
hear it. Bev Davidson, you helped me out a great deal.
But you would feel it.
When you visited Skegness and Inglemills. Only been to Skegness. We are moving to Louth in 8 weeks, so your video gave me an insight to where you are. Do you know what is really lovely and actually kind of scary? We met a couple the other day that bought a house in the Great Yarmouth area, and they'd never been to Great Yarmouth before, but because of a couple of my videos that they'd seen, they moved there, and they bought a house.
And we nearly bought that house too.
Yeah, I know. How ironic is that?
Yeah.
But we couldn't afford the mortgage.
I had a dream last night that we bought a house, and when we walked in, it was nice and big and spacious and everything, but it was mank, and it had got really old like 60s carpet that was vile, and I was like, oh my god, Tim, we're gonna have to do all this carpet, we're gonna have to do everything. And in Holly's bedroom, which was really big, there was a massive hole in the floor, and I was like, Holly's gonna have to jump over that like hole every time she wants to get somewhere. Yeah, that was weird. I think I'm having like nightmares about moving house.
Really? I love this. Max O, does Tim tan naturally, or does he get a spray tan? If it's spray tan, I can't honestly tell. Well, no, obviously I've been travelling a lot, so yes, this is natural.
But you should fake it, really. You should.
Perky says, I have chosen to watch you both over EastEnders tonight. Appreciate that. You can always just pause us and actually, but then you won't be able to join in the live chat.
But it's not the same vibe, is it? It's not the same.
No. Will I ever go back to Butlins Bognor? Yes, because I'm planning to do one of their hotels, hopefully very soon. Did you get your hair wet? It looks lovely. Who are you talking to about that? Jane Alexander. The feet will come out soon, says Mark. Darren Target, welcome to Walk With Me Beginner. Thanks for joining the channel memberships. Of course, there is the link in the description if you want to know what it's all about. But remember, the videos are always free to watch, okay? It's just if you want to support the channel for a price of a cup of coffee. Sean says, where are you? We're in Menorca, not Mallorca. That some people get confused with the Balearic Islands.
They sound quite similar, don't they?
3, 4, isn't there? So you've got Ibiza, well...
We wanted to go to Ibiza,
Mallorca and Menorca.
We did want to go to Ibiza, but there was hardly anything left, was there? Because we left it till last minute. So
Ibiza is really expensive this time of year. So is Mallorca.
So expensive, especially if you book last minute.
And it's also the longest day of the year, so happy summer solstice. Ironically, every time it rolls around since I've been doing YouTube, I miss being on the East Coast to experience the longest day of the year on the most easterliest point.
Look, just drink that up and then pour us some more.
Okay, forget what I just said. Ryan says, me and my wife are going to Potter's Resort. Your recommendation will let us know how it goes. Yeah, make sure you do, Ryan. So many people have booked at that particular resort. If only I would have been on commission, I would be rich.
Yeah.
Would be rich beyond our wildest dreams. Mark Wells, thanks for gifting your channel membership.
We wouldn't be buying a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom house. We'd be buying a 5-bedroom house. We're not buying any house, actually, yet. Because we're holding off for Sam Banks.
Wow, Barry said £50 bonus if jumping in the pool at the end of the stream. We can't... Well, Barry, don't... If we do it, don't do that. That's too... No, save your money, Barry. Louise has given us a little super sticker. Thanks, Louise, for that. I appreciate your support. Yeah, we're trying to say we've
thank
only
you,
got
everyone.
559 thumbs up, so we're doing okay. Gabby doesn't need to get her hair wet. If we get to 1500 by the
I
end
don't
of the
care,
stream,
I'll
I
do
go
it.
in. And what did you say? 1600.
Like 100 more, then I will go in.
Is that
But
it?
if we get 100 more than that, we'll do it in our evening wear. Well, it's not really evening wear, but it's what we've got on for this evening. We won't change into, you know, casual, like, you know, like the shorts that you wear over your swimsuit. I was going to change into them, but
You didn't.
Look, come on.
This is not sponsored by
Sangria Son Simon.
Sangria.
My Spanish accent gets stronger and stronger for every class.
Do you know what? I've actually learned a lot of Spanish from
I'll
Gabby.
tell you what,
Gabby's
the more
Spanish.
drunk I get, the more I'm like, una más para carretera.
Gabby does know quite a lot of Spanish, but when she talks to the Spanish, she
Depends
does
how
it.
drunk I am.
She does it with no accent, and I think it's more
Did you get
difficult
two of
for
these?
Spanish to understand.
Not
Yeah,
this
I
isn't going
did.
to do much. This is like a milk carton.
Okay.
Oh, you've already had one, haven't you? I'll have the rest.
Why don't you just drink it out of the carton? That is
Not very
7% volume,
ladylike,
by the
is
way.
it?
I can't remember what I was just talking about then. No, don't put it there. So that we're being sponsored. Honestly, though, it's €2. And I tell you what, if you're doing a cheap holiday, you buy a couple of those to have on the balcony over the few nights. It's brilliant. Bearing in mind, where we are, it costs an absolute fortune to go out to dinner. On average, we've been paying how much?
I don't know, about 60 for food, isn't it? But we're in a place which is a little bit like remote. It's quite isolated, and there's not a lot around. So when you usually go to the more, I don't know, common places, there's a lot of competition, so prices are quite competitive. But here, yeah, there aren't many
Wow.
places to go, so prices can be high.
You're being very kind tonight, gifting channel memberships to people as well. So when you get a
Wow.
channel membership, someone gifts it to you. They're not gifting it to you. It's just randomly. It's like a lottery almost.
Yeah.
And you don't have to then pay for channel membership.
And
afterwards,
you don't
okay?
actually
So
have to
don't
be
feel
in
like
the
you have
chat
to.
to get it. I've noticed that as well.
What?
You don't, because
Don't you?
somebody gifted on my channel and it went, it's just water, it's alright.
It's white shorts.
Yeah, and it went to Lisa Stanbridge.
You say it like I know Lisa Stanbridge
Well, you should
personally.
You should
I
should
do
know
know Lisa.
Yeah.
So Carol Summers has gifted. Where is Holly? Because I can't see her. I haven't seen
I
her in
think
there
she's
for a
on
while.
her phone.
Okay. Sorry.
I bet she ain't watching this live though.
No, she wouldn't. Carol Summers, thanks for gifting those channel memberships. They were picked up by Club Fillers Inc. Live, Monica, Jenny Louise, and Mac Cat Lady. Any more Haven
Congratulations.
holidays coming up in the north? Primrose Valley. People keep asking me to go to Primrose Valley. After the Sun holiday, I don't know whether I can do that anymore. Again, I'm not going to reveal what happens, but it has left me traumatized. I'm not over exaggerating. You'll see why. James Robinson, thanks for gifting that channel membership. Did you just laugh?
No, I didn't laugh.
Michael Horner, Cold Drinks Fund for Gabby and Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Emma said, I would love to see a canal boat holiday. That would actually be really good.
Canal boat holiday. I
Yeah.
didn't even know you could do them. Well, I knew you could do like the broad holiday, but not.
Yeah, you can.
Not like in a.
With update on
Do you
the
mean like
thumbs
a
up,
Rosie and Jim
638,
kind
hit
of
that thumbs
boat?
up. Pardon?
Like a Rosie and Jim kind of boat.
Yeah. So basically, I grew up in Birmingham, and the canals in Birmingham, there's loads of them. You see canal boats all the time. Flat bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like rectangle, big square, like, well, not square, rectangle boats.
Oh.
Very
Well, I
narrow.
look forward to watching that, Tim.
So you got mosquito, haven't you? You're not going to come then. Mark Thomas, thanks very much for joining channel membership, Mark. The Shaman has gifted a channel membership. Way!
Yay, nice one.
I've just had a pop-up saying I need to allow gifts. Dance FM Live. Well, there you go.
Was he?
Yeah, honestly, we're getting bit
There.
into... Where?
It flew from me to you. I flicked
Do you
it
know what?
there.
They get everywhere. They get up your shorts.
And by the way, if you're wondering why my arm is bruised, because you could probably see actually, and bear in
Oh
mind...
yeah, can we just address this? I am not a wife beater.
And bear in mind, this is concealed, so this is seriously bad.
Have you put concealment?
Yeah,
wow.
Concealment.
So not the same.
Concealer.
On your arm.
Yeah, I've concealed the bruises so they don't look as bad.
Let's just have a look at this first of all.
I have one here, one here,
that looks
one
like
here,
a heart.
and one up here.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now Gabby's not self-harming. She's not injecting, because I'm sure people will be going, "Oh my god."
Because people must be sat there. I know. I can imagine people speculating right now. I can just imagine.
Or they're saying Tim is a liar. No, this
you treat us so bad.
There is a little menace in there who likes to bite, and he's bitten me a couple of times, and it blooming hurts.
This baby does bite, and I'm not joking. I don't know whether he thinks that my arm is the boob.
I think he does.
But every time I pick him up, he goes to bite me, and I go, no, don't. But because I've got two options. I can either let him bite me or drop him, and dropping him is not even an option. No. So I have to just grin and bear it. And where were we? And I said, oh my god, Tim, he's biting me really bad. Where was it?
By the pool, I think.
Was it by the pool?
Yeah,
I think it was. And it was so bad. And then I swear to god, I had teeth marks in. Maybe he's just like addicted to boob.
You've got. I was going to say.
I'm wearing perfume.
I was going to say something then, but I thought it would be completely inappropriate.
Babies do bite, but I really don't remember Holly going through this phase of biting. So
Craig, you're being very generous, has just gifted 5 Walk With Me memberships.
Thank you, Craig.
Who have picked them up? Soz Cracker, Eating Healthy. Have I been to the Isle of Sheppey? I haven't, no. Emma Kelly, welcome.
On a sun holiday.
Dew Osler, my relatives are flying back to the UK tonight from Alicante. Hope they have a safe flight. What are some of the YouTubers you watch that do hotel travelling videos? Sean Stone. Well, it's giving them plugs, really. And they wouldn't give me plugs, but I'll do it anyway because I'm not that kind of person. But I watched Trek Trendy. I love his videos.
Which one's Trek Trendy?
He's commented on a couple of my videos before, actually. He does high end.
Which one is he, though? Because I might have seen you watching.
He does a lot of planes, first class, that kind of stuff.
Is he the one that did the train, like the sleeper train as well?
Yeah. So I do love watching his videos. I watch John Olsen as well. He's like a pro ski boarder from soccer.
Did John Olsen not?
Gabby has earshot because I watch YouTube all the time, obviously, and Gabby's always like listening in to the videos that I'm watching, and she's like, "Who's that? What's they doing? Are you getting ideas?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, but it's called inspiration.
It is, but
I mean, let's face it. I know a few singers that like to copy some of the things that I do.
When are you coming to Italy? You will love it, Simon. Hoping to soon. Andy says we're going to Hemsby for 7 nights in 2 weeks. Life on the Ocean Wave is here. I may have missed it, but what country are you in? We're in Spain, in Menorca. Rollin said, loving your channel, been watching for the last few months. I appreciate that. Obviously, the videos that are on the channel at the moment will continue from Benidorm. Obviously, I'm back from Benidorm now. But those videos I've got...
because he's here in Menorca.
Menorca, yeah. I've got 2 more videos from... 2 more videos coming up from Benidorm, where I go to the water park and the theme park as well, because a lot of people like those. Apparently the one in Benidorm, the water park there, is the best in Spain. I don't know about that.
I'm sure I had a mozzie on my head then.
Yeah, there are loads. We've got the outside light on as well, which is probably they're gonna eat us alive.
But we've been out to dinner.
Big Sean is in the chat.
last 3 nights, and we've been a bit alive. So.
Callum says, have you got any more videos on more Balearic Islands? Yeah, well, there's a video on Ibiza. It's on the channel right now. Go and check that out.
You're vlogging this one, aren't you?
Yeah, so this video that
I'm vlogging this one as well
is not specific to Menorca. It's basically because I thought we would do a Jet2 holiday. So, and it's not sponsored because everyone will go, oh, it's sponsored, you got a free holiday. No, we didn't.
None of your videos are sponsored.
Well, a couple of them are.
Tim gets loads of messages. Oh my god, we have such a laugh. Some of the things that people say, and people go in.
What they want me to sell?
Yeah, and people. No, not that. What people insinuate about you.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? And saying, oh yeah, you're staying in this place because this company's paid for it and that company's paid for it.
That would be great. That would be great.
No, why do you think I'm not sitting here in pearls and diamonds? because it gets reinvested.
But anyway, I've always wanted to do a Jet2 holiday because everyone goes on about it and you see adverts everywhere. And I said to Gabby, let's try one. But actually, it wasn't because of that. It was just because it was the cheapest deal at the time. Because we checked on the beach, we checked hotels and the flights, but because we only had a week to book because of Gabby's singing and the diary, we did it. And I tell you what, you'll see the video, but I was gutted because we couldn't
be flexible with the date. Could we?
I was gutted because we didn't get the full Jet2 experience with the flight.
That flight was shaky.
Now forget about the flight. We were on a really old aircraft that wasn't a proper Jet2 plane. It was, you know, when they're overbooked and they have to do like they have to rent airplanes from other companies. That's what they did. So I know that always people comment that when you go on a Jet2 plane, you always have Jess Glynn plane, for example. There was no blooming Jess Glynn on that plane. There was no welcome suites.
Jess Glynn
apparently this
plays on
a welcome music. Do you remember when you used to go on holiday back in the day? With like
I've never heard Jess Glynn though.
With Monarch. You would no.
Is that just is that an example?
With Jet2, they like to play Jess Glynn.
Do they?
I don't know when people tell me if I'm wrong.
Well,
if you've done a Jet2
so hard
holiday.
on yourself, no.
Apparently, Jet2 UK's #1 airline at the moment. What do you think of the Titanic news lately with the submersible?
That's insane. That is.
Yeah, that's awful, isn't it? I hope they get found. I hope something happens. You know.
See, that's the thing. When
soon.
you're on holiday, and this is something I quite like about being on holiday, I don't pay any attention to the news. Switch off completely, and it's really nice escape.
We
but
have seen that though.
Because no word of lie, you can watch the news and get major anxiety from it.
Leanne Spampamato, thanks very much. We're doing fine, thank you.
That was random.
What does Gabby do when she's not with you in the video? Do you guys travel together all the time?
Do you mean when I'm actually?
When I went to Sweden, no. She's at home.
Or do you mean when I'm with him but I'm not appearing in the video?
That's a good question. Can you hear the cricket? Just come to life.
Makes me feel like I'm abroad now. Because a minute ago I felt like I was in my bedroom.
Really?
Having a drink, chatting to everyone.
Leslie Harvey, I haven't. I'll have to check them out.
Do you know what though?
How's the food been?
God,
did you hear that?
For a second, did you?
No, that sounds like a donkey.
Like, why is... Yeah, but I thought, why is Casper making that noise?
What, is he back there with Holly? No.
Holly,
you need to take it for a little walk around the pool. By the way, we've only got 687 thumbs up so few. I might not have to jump in the pool, and Gabby certainly won't be jumping in the pool till there's 1,600 thumbs up. So if you want to see Gabby jump in the pool, not in that. Is Holly in there? Because I haven't seen her for a while.
I'll ring her.
Teenager doing the babysitting. Siam Park Tenerife is the best water park in Spain. You're probably right. Although some people would question it's in the Canary Islands, but Canary Islands is in Spain. Somebody said Jet2. Jet2, very brave. Why aren't you taking for a lap, Holly? Taking for a lap around the pool. Go for a walk.
Good exercise.
Oh dear, a moody teenager on holiday is not the best thing, is it?
Legs, bums, and tums.
So we've got
you go, girl.
We've got 1,300 people watching. Hit that thumbs up if you would like to see at the end of the stream Gabby jumping in the pool naked.
Naked?
No, that'd have to be.
I didn't say naked, did I? He keeps stretching that.
We've used Jet2 so many times and won't be using anyone else for a package deal.
I take it you've never flown with Ryanair then?
Nikki. Well, the thing is,
because
Nikki...
Ryanair, then you will go with anyone.
Well, Nikki, the thing is, I would say, is I've personally found Jet2 a little bit on the expensive side. But at the same time, you get that 22 kilogram luggage limit. But what Ryanair don't do... So Ryanair... You have to, an EasyJet, you have to pay for your luggage, right? You have to pay for your luggage there and back. It doesn't include luggage. But you don't have to pay for your seats. With Jet2 holidays, you don't pay for your luggage, but you have to pay for your seats. And your seats are £10 there and £10 back per person, per flight. Why do they do that? That's really annoying. I don't know which I prefer, paying for the bags or paying for the seats. Because I thought with Jet2, well, if you leave it to the last minute, will they just assign you a seat? No, you have to pay for the seats, so I don't know.
Quick shout out to Alex.
Monica says, how's my car?
Alex,
okay
hi.
with
We've just seen the request to say hi to you. So hi to you, Alex. And how's your car? Someone has asked. Wow.
My car is, yeah, I basically didn't put enough oil in the engine, which is stupid because I thought the engine light, the oil light would come on. So it's still rattling, but it's going to go in for a major service, but I did have to spend a lot of money to get it back up.
Actually, you did save it. The engine has been saved. It's,
well, we don't know that yet.
Well, let's put it this way, it's moving, so...
At the moment. Say hi to my friend Alex. Hi, Alex. Y'all millionaires, says Ryan G.
I know, Barry, I know.
We're drinking this. If we were millionaires, we'd be popping over the champagne. Not €2.50.
I highly recommend that. That is really nice stuff. Barry says, Thumps clearly has a good set of teeth. He does, but the funny thing is with like Thumps at the moment, he's got his...
Mosquito. Go away, mosquito. Carry on. Can we still hear him? Or is that Bluey?
I don't know.
I think it's Bluey. We put the Disney Channel on for Thumps, so Casper, obviously our little boy, and it's TV, it's cartoons. No matter where we go with Casper on holiday, there's always Bluey to watch.
Yeah, do you know it? It brings back really good memories because when we went on our first holiday with him to Tenerife,
Graham. They do need a refund.
Obviously, we're all very new to children's telly, having Thumps, because obviously Holly is a lot older, and Bluey is obviously quite new. And he used to watch it, and he loved the theme tune, didn't he? He used to like sit in his pram and really kick his legs. So every time we hear Bluey, it takes us right back now, doesn't it? But yeah, his teeth. He's got his gnashes at the back and the ones at the front.
Mosquito, go away.
But he's got like...
Die.
Go and get the towel off, swat him.
He's
got like gaps here in between. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's weird.
Please give Harley a shout out. She loves you guys. Hello, Harley.
Hiya.
Have we been to Mexico? Do you know what? We booked a trip, or I booked a trip to Mexico once, and...
Not with me, you didn't?
No, I didn't. It was with an ex.
Oh, for God's sake.
We've been together for 13 years. Haven't we? So that was a long time ago. But I remember... I
shouldn't have to tell you.
If you're going to Mexico, you can stay the Caribbean side or the Atlantic side.
Thanks, Trev.
And everybody always said to me, it's cheaper if you go the Atlantic side, but it's not as nice. So if you're going to go to the Mexico... unless I'm getting this wrong, or the Caribbean, stay on the Caribbean side.
When were you going to go to Mexico then? You've never ever mentioned that to me.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Cancun. That'd be really nice.
I want to go to Barbados.
Of course you do.
So bad.
Do you know how much it costs to go to Barbados? Yeah, in the winter.
Yeah, but we could save money, couldn't we? We could save. How? Well, I could go on eBay and sell some of my old gig shoes and like some gig dresses.
You want to get sending photos of your feet that people keep asking
for? Feet pics all the way.
So I'm late to the party, just woken up, says Lynn. You're excused, Lynn. By the way, we're an hour ahead UK time, so it's 9:20 here in Menorca. Right behind Menorca, so different to the others. It is. It's. I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I'm not a big fan of Menorca.
Yeah,
it's
but
quiet.
I think that we just haven't. We're quite isolated. That's why.
No, I've been here before. It's not. It is nice, but I do prefer Ibiza personally. Not because there's more going on.
Ibiza is.
But it's just that I just prefer the beaches. There's more beaches in Ibiza to go and explore.
Ibiza beaches are pretty insane though.
Well, Menorca beaches are nice. The thing is, we did this as a late deal, so I'm not overly familiar with Menorca, and we're literally on the southwestern tip of the island. Literally, there's just we're up quite high.
They're back.
And we're looking down to the cliffs. There isn't a beach where we are, so we have to walk down around about 10 minutes to get to a very small little centre, which has got little Spanish little streets and stuff like that. There's like one restaurant and there's like one bar and there's one shop. And then to get to, what's that beach we went to today?
Prima.
Ponta Prima, no?
Prima.
Beach or something. That'll be in the video.
Yeah,
but there wasn't much of a beach. And the problem that you get in the summer in the Balearic Islands is jellyfish. Sometimes to the point of blooming pandemic levels.
Because
it's
we were
ridiculous. There's so many
with
of them.
Like Thumps today, and I just kept thinking, because Thumps likes to jump the waves, and I kept thinking if a jellyfish like comes up in the wash, if he gets stung, I'll never forgive myself.
Well, it wouldn't be your fault, darling.
So while we were down there, we sneaked into another hotel.
Don't tell them that.
Why?
Is that in the vlog?
I think so.
I didn't say we snuck in though.
Yeah, we did.
We got told off when we went out.
We did. But it's okay because we'd done it by then, so it's all right.
Right, can we just be honest and do... Right, the
In-Betweeners sneaked into another hotel.
Now, whether you're... This is going to get a mixed reaction, but just let him out, Holly. Let him walk around. Holly's face.
Holly's
What
not
we
the
do
best babysitter
when
in the
when
world.
we are abroad, what I've and this is my fault, but I used to do this, and some people may say this is really wrong, but I think it's, you know, but we don't sneak into other hotels. But
I'm pretty sure people sneak into ours.
But if we're walking somewhere and we see like a really cool pool and it's really hot, we're by the beach, and we're like, oh god, I can't wait to go back to our. We just sneak into a pool. We don't sneak in. We just walk in, because unless it's an all-inclusive. I hope Polly hasn't dropped him. Unless it's an all-inclusive hotel, they won't let you in. But obviously, 9 times out of 10, it's a self-catering place, but a really lovely little place to go. And so we just walk in there. A lot of the times, people don't say anything. Gabby's got to go.
Excuse.
Holly's just standing there like that. Give him a hug, Holly. You just got to open the door. This is having a teenager as a babysitter. Hang on. I'll just shut that door. Yes. So yeah, we do sometimes sneak into hotel pools just to get a little bit of a swim, because pretty much it's worth doing if you're quite away from your hotel. And at the end of the day, what can they say? Can you please leave? It's never happened to us, apart from today when they said, are you actually staying in this hotel? So I apologise for those people if they're watching. Why are your toes always so pointy when you go on water slides? That's a really random question. Gabby, why are my toes so pointy when I go on water slides? I think it's just that weird thing, as you go down the water slides, you're kind of a little bit tense, maybe. Darren, thanks very much. Hi, Tim and Gabby. Treat yourself to a lovely sangria. We definitely are. When are you going to Zante, says Jack. So the plan is, as I said this earlier on in the stream, I've got a little bit of a blocked here at the minute, but hoping, fingers crossed, to go on Monday when we arrive back.
Just open it a little bit, just the aircon's a bit cold.
The aircon is too cold.
Turn Billy down.
Wow, Gabby was moaning last night the aircon was too warm. So yeah, pointy toes, better aerodynamics, planes, trades and everything. Thanks very much. It is better. Gabby, I'm going to have to drink your sangria, you know.
No, you're not. That's alright, you buy me another one as well.
Somebody said, Will says, do you go on holiday as a career now?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not really. Do I go on holiday as a career? No. Do I travel as a career? Yes. Because I wouldn't say they're a holiday. Because actually, what would be good is if Gabby one time did a behind the scenes of just coming with me and follow me how I do it. Because the thing is when I've been on holiday with Gabby before and we've been to a location that I haven't filmed, I've said, oh, I could do a video there. I made that mistake in Tenerife and she got very angry because it takes up a lot of my time, and I think I was away for 4 days of the 7 days that we were there filming videos. So yeah, it does take up a lot of my time. Obviously, when you're looking through a lens and you're looking through the camera, it's not the same experience as actually being there. And the amount of times I said to Gabby at the last day when I finished, I'm like, oh, I'd love to be here now for a holiday. It sounds messed up, but it is. So yeah, squawk it does. I suppose you keep busy, so you can't call it a holiday, but very cool though. Yes, definitely. Gabby does do, if you want to follow Gabby's channel, it's Gabby Starbucks. She does also a coffee morning once a week, which she is going to be doing. Are you doing it from here tomorrow?
I'm doing it tomorrow, yeah, because I couldn't do it.
What time?
11 o'clock UK time.
You're doing it at 11 o'clock UK time tomorrow? So that's midday here. Okay. You're doing it on the balcony? Or are you doing it by the pool?
Equals privacy, I should probably do it on balcony.
So we've only got 825 thumbs up, so it doesn't look like I need to jump in the pool, which is good. Because we did say at the beginning of the stream, if we get to, I can't even remember how many I said now. Was it, Can someone tell me how many thumbs up? 1,500 and 1,600 for you. Okay, we probably. No, we didn't say 17 naked. We said 10,000 naked. That weren't nothing. If we say 17 naked, 1,700 naked.
18 naked.
You can't keep changing it.
17 without evening clothes on. 18 naked.
I don't know if you can hear, Gabby. Anyway. Oh, Foxy B said 1,500. We'll stick to that. Would you review Haven Golden Sands? We love it there. So yeah, if you have just joined, the videos that are coming up, of course, you do want to see the Sun Holidays we've done. Now, it's not necessarily just the Sun Holidays fault, because actually it's the caravan site in question, which I won't name on the video because I wouldn't think that was fair. But it wasn't the best experience, I'll tell you that. It has put me off caravan holidays though, which sounds stupid, but it really does. It really has, which is something I've got to try and get over. And I'll explain in the video what has traumatized me so much by doing this Sun Holiday. There's a plane going over. Looks like it's getting dark. Where are you? What time is it your time? Bex, we are at 9:30. We're in the Balearic Islands in Menorca at the moment. Do it anyway for the members, Mark says. For the channel members only, do naked. That sounds like weird pay-per-view PORN. I don't think we can do that. We'll probably get told off by YouTube. Have you ever thought about going to Florida? Craig, we were talking about Florida today, actually.
Yesterday. Last night when we were drunk.
Oh yeah, when we were drunk last night we talked about Florida. But as we say, drunk conversations don't always go to plan. So yes, it would be good whether we do it, hopefully. What was your worst flight delay? It was recently, actually, when I was travelling to, was it Benidorm? Or was it Dubai? I got about a 3-4 hour delay. And actually, I've never really suffered delays until I started travelling solo. Do I think it's easier travelling solo than with the family? Obviously, yes, because passport control, you just breeze through it. If you're travelling this summer with kids and you're coming back through Stansted Airport or Gatwick, be prepared for very long wait times through passport control. Now, I don't know whether this is a staffing issue, or I think it is, but it's very frustrating when 2 or 3 flights come in at like 11, 12, 1 in the morning, and you're met with about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half delays just getting through passport control, and you see there's only 4 people on of the 12, you know, things that let you through. And obviously when you go through families, you can't go through the e-gates. The e-gates are quite quick now. If you haven't been traveling in a while, on your passport you go through the e-gate, you pop your passport in, you look at the screen and it opens you up and you go through quite quickly. When you've got a family, somebody actually physically has to see you and stamp your passport, and that is really long delays. And I can't say traveling with Casper during the school holidays does not excite me, and personally, just because it's always expensive, and I know some people can't not go in the school holidays, but going in the school holidays is expensive, but it's also extra busy. Traveling like we've done, you know, before or while the kids are at school, inevitably it's cheaper and it's quieter as well. So there you go, that's my take on it. Free lounge if you're delayed. I flew from Luton Airport yesterday, Tim. Eugene, where are you then? What was your best holiday you've been on? Best holiday ever was when I got married to Gabby and we went to Los Angeles. We stayed in LA and then we drove to Las Vegas, and we saw a little bit of the country, because a lot of people say when they go to Florida they want to see the real United States, but you're not really seeing the US properly when you go to Florida. It's almost like it's not the real thing. I mean, yes, it is, but it's not. It's all, you know, all Disney-fied, you know, Universal-fied. You know, if you want to go to a real American diner and you're in Florida, it's not a real American diner. It's not like when you're in LA and you go to, you know, Pink's Hot Dogs and you get a real American hot dog. All right, some of the best are in New York, obviously. But that's the kind of thing that you want to do. So we drove from Los Angeles to Las Vegas, and on the way I said to Gabby, I said, we've got to go and see the Poltergeist house. Have you seen the movie Poltergeist? That movie scared the bejesus out of me as a kid, and I said, I've got to go and see that house. I don't know why, weird thing to say. and we went to see it, which was in Sime Valley, which is on the route to a little bit out of the way on the way to Vegas. What are you doing?
I was going to bring Casper so we could see, but he's
Oh,
a
okay.
bit narky now. He was all
Why don't
right.
you put him in his chair?
He wants to go there.
He wants to go to bed. It is 9:30. So yeah, that was definitely one of my best trips that I've done. Have I been to Skiathos in Greece? I will be going there next week. You got any YouTubers you want to collaborate with? Says the Wright family. Yes, and I have reached out, but as yet had no reply. To be honest, I think it was a big thing used to collaborating with other YouTubers, and I think now it's very one-sided. So when you collaborate with one YouTuber, they would benefit rather than I would. So I have collaborated with a couple in recent times, but I haven't benefited, they have, which is fine. It's all about, you know, reaching out to people who do other videos in other locations. But if they don't, you know, if they don't also do the same for you, it's not fair. It's a little bit one-sided, but you know, that's how it goes. Skiathos is nice, have a good time. Thanks, Amelia. Can you start doing the caravan park review again? Jordan, you will see one. You will see a couple coming up. I've already answered that question, Neil G, but I'll answer it again. Other YouTubers you frequently watch? John Olsen, who's a travel guy, as well as Trendy. Do recommend him if you like luxury travel. That's what he does. How do you travel with one bag, Charlotte? So what I did on one of my videos to save the cost of me traveling, especially on Ryanair, which charge you for cases there and back, I bought this backpack. I saw an advert on Instagram, and I bought this backpack that is that 10 kilogram weight that you can take on board, and it doesn't cost you anything. You can put under your seat, even though I put it in the hold, even though you're not supposed to, but there was a gap there, so I did. But yeah, because I travel light, if I'm traveling to a warm destination, obviously I just put one pair of shorts, about 4 or 5 t-shirts, a bag full of soapy stuff and a shaver, my laptop, my camera gear, and I'm wearing some shoes. I put some flip-flops in there, some socks, some underwear. That's all I take, and that's all you need for 3 or 4 days. Now obviously if you're traveling in a family, that's out of the question, but you know, if you want to travel and you're doing a single traveler thing, that's probably one of the best options to do. It's cheaper. What was the worst flight you travelled to? Gabby will be coming back in a minute, by the way. Worst travel flight ever was definitely to Ibiza. The turbulence was horrendous. Now the video is on the channel. It was with Ryanair. I've never experienced turbulence like it. Literally must have hit an air pocket because everything went up in the air. And I luckily, the guy next to me was obviously full of people going to Ibiza, so they were very drunk. It was a night flight. It was a Saturday night flight as well. And someone offered to buy me a drink. I didn't tell Gabby this, but they did, and I offered, and I didn't offer, I agreed, and thanks. I was like, took a Prosecco. And luckily that got me a little bit buzzed, so when the turbulence was happening, it wasn't that bad.
Why did someone offer you?
Because they were next to me, they were drinking, they said, do you want a drink? And I was like, no, I'm okay. They went, oh, have a drink.
You've been saying, do you want one? The air hostess was here, and you made them buy one.
What?
They might have been offering, they might have been saying, like, do you want a drink? Because the air hostess is here with the car. And you went, yeah, all right, as in buy me one.
No. They offered me one because they were all drinking, so obviously I wasn't going to say no. But luckily, because I was a little bit tipsy, it made the turbulence a little bit better. But also kind of worried me. I felt like I was on a roller coaster though. It was horrendous because you do think your life is about to end. But you know, turbulence. My sister had the worst turbulence ever, where she said one of the air hostesses was walking up with the car, and they hit an air pocket. And the car and the air hostess flew up to the scene. This is why, and now I always do it, if you ever travel on board a flight, always keep your seatbelt on. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but because sometimes they know if they're going to get turbulence, but they could hit an air pocket, and that's what happened. And if you didn't have your seatbelt on, you would hit the, you know, a lot of people think you're putting your seatbelt on to save yourself in the worst situation, which would be, you know, but no, it's actually to stop yourself from jumping out your seat in turbulence. Have you been to Scotland, says Jack? No, I haven't. Well, yeah, I have, but I haven't done a video from there. So I missed some of the chat there because I was going on. Thanks, Ben. That was a good question. Hello from Wales. Love your Pontins video, says Joshua. Joey B's in. Oh, okay. Oh, I tell you what, that's actually, can you go to Mont St Michael's in France? It's a beautiful place. That is a beautiful place. I've seen that come up on my feed on Instagram a lot. Have I been to Porto? No. Can you do a review of South Sea piers in Portsmouth? Would you go to the Vatican? I've been to the Vatican, but I haven't actually vlogged it. But yeah, Rome is very lovely. Darling, just let him run around and then just quickly come back, because I think you might need to be jumping in the pool.
No, I won't be jumping.
He's not feeding anymore.
Well, then he's so tired.
Oh, okay. Best beach in the UK, Bubble Cadbury. That's actually a difficult question because there are so many. One of the best beaches obviously is Scotland, which is one of the best beaches in the world. But obviously I'm a big fan of North Norfolk beaches, so they are some of the best, I think, in the UK. What's the worst airport experience? Gabby, where was that experience when we got there in the queues? Was that Luton or was that Gatwick? I think it was Luton. We had some really bad delays in Luton. Have we just froze? Darling, just let him have a walk around. He's tired because he hasn't had his food yet, so I do apologise. The chairs are on their own. Have you been to Ravenscar between Scarborough and Whitby? Yes, unique hotel there, that'd be good. Luton is really bad. Have I got plans for a cruise, says David. Yes, I've been planning to do a cruise for a while, but it's just trying to find the right cruise at the right price, to be honest. Because if you've never done cruising before, like I haven't, there is, you know, it's a minefield of which to choose. And I'm thinking not P&O and not Cunard. I'm thinking of like Royal Caribbean, you know, these amazing cruise ships that have really amazing ships. But yeah, we'll get to that one day. How many countries have I been to, says Jack? Probably about 10, I would have said. Would you ever go camping in a tent? I went camping in a tent once. I would never do it again because my legs ended out at the bottom of the tent after it was raining in the Lake District, and it was on a scout trip. Very embarrassing. I think some of the other lads pulled my sleeping bag out in the middle of the night, or I just kicked and screamed in the middle of the night. It ended out at the bottom of the tent and I got absolutely soaked. No. Plus, to be honest, you hear everything. You're either a camping person or you're not. The best thing I did was the glamping experience. If you saw the video with me in a helicopter, that was pretty unique, and it was actually quite soundproof, so I didn't really hear too much. I did smell a lot though. The farmers' fields did smell quite bad, and that kept me up for most of the night. I didn't put that in the video though. What is the best airline you have flown with? Jason, by far, it's Emirates. But the trip that I've got planned for Vegas will be Virgin Atlantic. And I used to really rate Virgin Atlantic above British Airways and above Emirates. But a lot of people have said they are not as good as what they used to be. So at the moment, I still rate Emirates. Can you hear the crickets? The odd cricket sounds here. Really weird. Would you stay in a standard Premier Inn in the UK better than a lot of hotels you've stayed in around the world? Would you say a standard Premier Inn? Sometimes it just depends. Sometimes you can get a good Premier Inn, sometimes you can get a bad Premier Inn. Darling, you might be okay. We might not need to jump in the pool because we've only got just under 1,000 and we said 1,500. Isn't that a shame? Gabby can keep her hair nice and dry. Can I have a shout out, says Victoria. Hi Victoria. Ben, thanks very much for your super chat. Your first super chat, Ben. Thanks very much. Tim and Gabby, you need to say Golden Sands, Mabel Thorpe, do a walk from Sandilands. Okay, that's pretty good. By the way, I apologise. Gabby has gone missing because she's dealing with a baby. I know, he's 16 months old and he's still breastfed. He needs it. What about the worst B&Bs? Liam's videos 2023. The thing is, with B&Bs, they're very personal, and I don't want to affect people's small businesses by giving a bad review, and I'm probably sure I wouldn't, but I would feel bad if I did and it got negativity. So that's why I've never really done a lot of people say about bed and breakfasts. Plus, you really kind of do have to get their permission, because it's really difficult not to, you know, be seen walking around a very small bed and breakfast with a camera. But yes, it's something to bear in mind. Let me know in the comments if you would agree or disagree with what I just said there. Would I go to California movie sets? If so, which ones? Rachel, I don't know if you just heard it, but yeah, I mean, like, I'm a big fan of Fast and the Furious, and obviously I've been to a couple of places in LA. Like, was it Toretto's Garage? That's pretty cool. That looks just like it does in the movie set. And obviously I said when I went to LA, I visited Simi Valley, which is the house from Poltergeist, which is, that film scared me as a child. Really did. In fact, it gave me really bad anxiety. So why on earth I wanted to see the house, I don't know. But I did, and the house still looks exactly the same. Really weird. Hey Tim, any chance for Mauritius? Maybe one day. Can you get Mummy back in shot? Hopefully she will. Do you reckon you'll be able to get back in, Gabby, before the end? In 5 minutes? Probably not. Have I ever been to the Philippines? No. Who's looking after Smidge? Charlotte, we have the mother-in-law who goes in and looks after our cat Smidge. Port Aventura, Salou. We've been there, Mick. It's really lovely. Gabby's got it because she's not on the sangria now. Have we been to Cyprus? Yeah, we went to Cyprus in March. They had the coldest weather they've had there in a long time. We stayed in Paphos and it wasn't great. I think we did do a live from there, and I think the weather did perk up a little bit, but it was quite cold. Thank you, James Robinson. I appreciate that. 992 thumbs up if you are watching this on replay. Thanks for joining us tonight. Obviously, I'm going to have to cut this because Gabby's breastfeeding thumps, and obviously I'm not going to be showing that. But he's very needy on this holiday at the minute, especially when it comes to breastfeeding. The worst thing is he's 15 months old, talking parenting here. We're trying to get him off that. He wakes up every hour of the night for it at the moment. And we have tried everything to try and get him off the magical... He's looking at me now. Gabby, bring him in. He's just like looking at me because I'm throwing him under the bus, so to speak. He almost was just staring at me then, like saying, "Are you talking about me, Daddy? Are you saying I can't have any more booby?" Hang on, he's coming in. Give him it. You want to say hello? Yeah, you do? He's been in the pool today and he's still very excited. But yeah, this is the reason why we don't sleep at the minute. He's up every single hour of the night, aren't you, Casper? Why won't you sleep? Why is it... Don't touch. Why is it you always want the magical boob? Mind you. No, I can't say that. Do you want to sit down quickly? Say goodbye.
I don't know how long I'm going to be allowed to stand up.
Well, I've got him, so come quickly say goodbye. We'll do some goodbyes. Anyway, we want to say thank you for watching the live tonight. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the memberships. And if you... Whoa, don't touch it. If you've been gifted the memberships as well, remember, if you want to join channel membership afterwards, you're more than welcome to. We've only got to 1,000 thumbs up, which means we didn't get to the threshold, which meant I would be jumping in the pool.
He looks like he's got red hair, and he hasn't. It's just the way it looks.
It's basically 9:45 here in Menorca. He still can't talk, you know.
He hasn't even had a nap.
Yeah, I know. He hasn't had a nap all day.
Overexcited.
But he has been in the pool, haven't you? Do you want to go to bed now? Please go to bed. If we have an hour's sleep, we're lucky. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. We missed you, Gabby, for that like 10, 15 minutes.
I missed you lot too. Oh, I'm looking there. Why am I looking down here?
So yeah, if you want to see this Jet2 holiday that we're on right now that is not sponsored, it will be coming up in a couple of weeks. Was a little bit gutted about the flight. The hotel where we're staying in, it was a very cheap deal. We're out in the middle of nowhere, but it's what you make of it. We just wanted a quiet, cheap family holiday. What? Okay.
Tell us, Bumps.
He's ready.
Bumps.
Thank you, Ben.
Say dad, 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 dad. Dad, 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 dad.
He's not going to say that. Oh, I've got to turn that off there, so I'll go there. But thanks for watching the Q&A. We'll do another one next month.
I can do it if you want.
Do you know how to do it? You can stop.
Don't forget to tell everyone to come and watch my coffee morning
watch Gabby's
tomorrow.
coffee morning tomorrow morning at what time?
11 o'clock UK
Are you doing it on
time.
the balcony?
Haven't we not had this discussion?
All right, so she's going to do it on the balcony. What time? 12 o'clock? 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock
12 o'clock
UK
our
time.
Yeah, okay. So once again, thank you so much for me and Casper. We're going to try and get him to bed, although we've got to try and get some food before the restaurant closes at 10 o'clock because it's now 10 to 10. We better hurry up.
Mozzies!
So yeah, thanks for watching the Q&A. Don't forget, Benidorm videos continue. I'll be heading to one of the best or biggest water parks in Spain coming
I'm
on
smiling.
Friday. So night. Say night night. Bye bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
It's all right,
that
darling.
means you can hit
He's gonna
stop.
cry.
You're gonna cry.
Oh,
Yeah,
darling.
I've never seen him do that before. He doesn't want you to go. Yeah.
Oh, darling.
Anyway, we'll say goodnight, everyone. Thanks for watching. Come on, Thumbies. Come on. Let's go. Oh, come on. Let's go.